Today's 831st dating application lessons learned. I'm learning. I hope this will support your dreams, your goals, allow you to become the person that you want to become. I do not have per se a lesson today, but I really would love to speak about the plants and how the plants really aligns with people and growth and development, because there are a lot of similarities. And first, I would love to start that I truly believe that every single person needs to have responsibility to really grow to the highest potential. So that means that if you don't have kids, if you don't have a dog, if you don't have something to really depend on, or like if there's no one who depends on you, sometimes it's good to have a plant because we need to learn how to take care of something. That means that when you have a plant, that means that you need to water, maybe not every single day, every week, every 2 weeks. It depends on the plant. And that's why it's very important to choose the right plant. Because if you choose a plant that really requires a lot of attention, you will kill the plant. Exactly the same, I think that when we think about personal growth and the areas of our life, this is very, very important. We need to look into that some areas of our lives are like plants, and we really need to nurture them. And if you forget, those areas dies. Relationships, physical, emotional states, financial state, career path, all those are the plans that we need to take care of on a consistent basis. And if we forget to nurture it, to water it, put in a place where we can get more sun, we will kill that plant. So it's very, very important to understand. And it's one thing that I really love that example is when said that when people are in some certain environment, sometimes people blame people. So, this person is not ambitious, this person is not able to handle things. He is a person who will never succeed at anything. But when plant is growing and it dies, nobody says that plant was issues. Always people say like, oh, probably the plant didn't get enough sun, probably the plant didn't get enough water. There's something that environment killed the plant. An environment killed the plant. Exactly the same with people, but I think that we really need to be much more compassionate towards people, understand, okay, what is that this environment made that person act in a way. Now, as you understand that some people will flourish in the same environment while other people will die in that environment. Why is that? Why is that some people in one environment is flourishing and other person in the same environment are dying and not performing? So when we look into different plants, we understand that some plants love more sun, some plants love less sun. Some plants love one thing, other plants love a different thing. Now again, so knowing that different plants love different environment, exactly the same with people. So it doesn't matter if one person is flourishing in one environment. It might be that the same environment is not the best for this person. So that's why I think that it's very, very important that every single individual is experimenting, exploring, and looking at what kind of environment needed to put myself that I could achieve the best. If you have been in only one environment for your whole life and you're not succeeding, it might be that you're not succeeding not because you're not successful, not because you're not smart, but you just never position yourself in an environment that you flourish. So what environment do you flourish? What kind of plant are you? Now, of course, we need to understand that there's a lot of different plants. It could be a cactus, and you can be in any kind of environment. You get able to be adaptable, or might be that in the beginning you are like sunflower and you need a lot of transformation to get somewhere. Or maybe you're just like very gentle flower that just wind will blow and it will blow you away. So it might be that you will need to change the flower. What kind of flower are you to really be able to achieve greatness? Because when you think about really success, we need to be resilient like cactus. And it can be like you can get water, if you're not able to get water, you're able to survive. So interesting thing when we think about plants, because when someone is trying to take care of the plant, when they choose the plant, sometimes could really represent what really person cares about. Because look into what kind of flowers they care about, and it could be represent what they care in their life as well. Because when you think about some plants that really symbolize something. So why you choose certain flowers or certain plants? What kind of symbolic value do you have? Because when you think about your favorite plant, why is your favorite plant? Of the beauty, maybe because of resilience, or something. What really you admire about that plant? Maybe you don't admire plants at all. And for me, like when I think about really like the plants that I really admire, the story, like the bamboo, that it requires 5 years, 10 years bamboo, 5 years to grow the roots. And the 5 years until it comes out of the ground. And in the next 90 days, it grows massively. It's a massive, massive tree. So that means that this plant represents a growth that nobody sees. Nobody sees. Because everything happens underground, under gravel, under the dirt. There's a lot of people who are growing this way, who are really in that dirt growing, and nobody sees. But they're still grinding. That's a beautiful thing. Number two that I really wrote is that when you think about really growth and plant, how we need to grow that? That means that when we think about growth of the plant, so it means what do you need? What that plant needs? One plant really needs a lot of sun, and a lot of plant needs a lot of water. So do we give what we need? Do we really need? Do you ask, what do I need specific area of our lives? And give it. Give it that the things that we need. And what you need. Because, for example, if you put, let's say, two people, one person who is introvert and he gets energized by being by himself and really reading a book, another person is extrovert and he is energized by being with people and socializing. So you're not able to treat the same way. So that means that for one person who loves to be by himself and is like, I will give you every single day to go and socialize. No, he will lose energy. He needs to really by himself, to spend some time by himself. That this is an environment that he flourishes. And there's a lot of things that sometimes we do not think about an environment that we flourish. But I think it is very, very important. That's why I really speak today about plants, because plants, if you do not take care of an environment, you will die. Like exactly the same with people. And other thing that I really enjoy about plants is that different plants are adaptable and not adaptable. That's why there's a lot of plants that are growing in multiple countries, and some plants are just specific region. Just specific region. So that means be able to be exactly the same way. Be able to travel around the world and really see everything and really adjust and adapt into different regions. Or maybe you just travel and realize that you could never live in any other place, just your city, just your country, because you need specific environment to live in. So what kind of person are you? Are you able to really adjust to different culture, different temperature and everything between? Or you are the person who really just want to be just one region? What I like about plants is that when you have a lot of plants, you're able to be very creative. There are so many people who have amazing garden and really protect and really make a beautiful art of different flowers. Exactly the same with us. We need to really make an art with those flowers. Those plants are our priorities, our finances, our health, our emotional being, our spirituality, and everything in between. So that means this is an art. I love that that's one thing that when we think about our garden, that means that we need to protect our garden, and our most important garden is our mind. You don't want to allow any bad thoughts, our negative thoughts, in our garden. There's only flowers, for the good plants is in our mind. So that means when we're able to really ask, how do we plant the right plants in our garden, in our mind garden? And that means there's books, seminars, mentorships, coaching, teaching, knowledge, books, like all the things that really conferences that allow us to plant as many good seeds in our mind. One thing is that I really love is that when I think about planting seeds require some time. So that means when you planted the seed, that plant, that seed will show up sooner or later if you will water it. So that means that you hear something very, very powerful and you don't connect yet with that. Your mentor shares a lesson with you and you do not connect with it yet. And you just don't understand why. Like the mentor says, like, it's this very, very important lesson, but you do not connect with that yet. And why is that? You just planted that seed. Now you need to water it. You need to look into, ask questions. Okay, why is that? And look into very similar seeds that are very similar ideas that you can nurture that seed, and that seed could potentially grow into massive, massive tree, oak tree. It's very, very powerful. So that means when you are really sharing your ideas, that's exactly with other people. You're putting seeds in their minds, and those seeds might grow and might not, might die. Like a lot of plants die. So we need to take care of our mind, our garden, and really make sure that the plants that you want to grow and survives. But if you want to make sure that those survive, you need to put some sun, you said some nurture, and don't allow bad thoughts, bad negativity grow in your mind as well. There's a lot of things that are probably connects with plants and living, but today I just didn't have a lesson. I just really wanted to reflect how that potential is, why it's important to really reflect and really look into what are the similarities between really growing plants and growing our mind, growing our life, and really becoming the best version of us. So I hope you choose to win and see you tomorrow.